brothers from other mothers, sisters from different misters, and most importantly, durable dads. I'm out here at beautiful Cooney Bay. There's a helicopter sound in the background that may or may not kill the vibe, but they're practicing up for fire season, which is all important around here. Today, I'm pleased to do a review and beta test of the Firewurx 21-inch bush saw, which you saw in the previous video with Jeremy. Today, I'm taking it out, I'm putting it together for myself, and I'm field testing this bad boy. So you know what? Let's get to the best part, the unbagging part. Okay, now comes the favorite part of the video. Always for me is the unboxing, and in this case the unbagging part. And this might be fun for you as you watch me be a total novice putting this together. So you might see a couple edits. I might have to bleep something out, but you know what? Let's get to unbagging. All right. So what do we got? We got the main body here. So with the cam lock. Oh, don't mind the Yeti in the background. We're not reviewing that today. An extra piece. So, and we got the cross member here. All right. Let's put this bad boy together. Okay. So you fold it over like so. Loop through. Cam lock. Get the cross member. Okay, this is really sturdily made. Locally made here in Kamloops by Jeremy. Everything fits together quite nicely. It's a little bit tougher to do when you're working on a log, but let's get this locked together like so. Now the trick would be loop it over here. And then the cam lock. See if we've got everything right. Looks good so far. The putting it together part. So no, it's going to want to go the other way. Pardon me. Okay, so when you're putting this together for the first few times, don't be like me, be better than me. Anyways, I think it's one of those situations where, ta-da, you got to do it a few times just to get the feel of it. But you know what, really, it's a pretty simple procedure. Love the cam lock. As I mentioned earlier, or maybe I haven't yet, is that this was a beta test, and he's testing out this new lock to see how it performs. So I'm happy to be part of this beta test. Anyways, beautifully made, feels good in the hands, was easy to put together. So instead of having to lean into this shot, we're going to do it this way. I'm going to start sawing logs before you start sawing logs. Okay, catch you in a sec. All right, first impressions. Okay, this feels good. It's nice and light. It's sturdy. This very much looks like it's going to be doing the job. Now, if you guys, I'm filming off of a beautiful deadfall that is pretty much driftwood. It's a beast. Now, if you are concerned at all about me desecrating this beautiful piece of work, it already has been. The piece that I'm about to cut here has already been chopped a few times, so I don't think anybody's going to get bent. So let's take this bad boy out right now and cut this a few times. This is a pretty nice chunk of wood. It would be what I would consider more mature for your fire. So let's get to it. Little chunks at a time. Ta-da! It's just a fly in. Probably pretty much the time where you wish I would be fast forwarding. Ta-da! I was maybe a little ambitious on that one, but yeah, it was one of the nicest cuts I ever did saw. And here's the result. That went through pretty fast, maybe a couple minutes. I'm gonna grab another piece and try it again. A little bit easier this time, a little smaller piece, but anyways, this is what it can do relatively quick. Even in the hands of a guy who's not used to doing this kind of sawing. So, catch you in a sec. Okay, the first one was a little ambitious, and let's just say probably boring to watch, so I'm going to do something that's a little bit quicker and has a higher level of satisfaction. Okay, this place is a prime spot, it's a pretty spot, and if you make it farther through the video, I'm going to reward you with some great nature shots. Sans the airplane and the helicopters and lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Anyways, this is a prime spot for people to pick through for looking for driftwood. So there's not a whole lot at hand, but this is going to get cut up right now. And this is some of the smaller stuff for your fire. So you probably want about this length anyway, but I'm going to cut some off. All right, here we go. Let's see how long this takes. Okay. This, even with the kerf, there we go, I can get some grip and lean on it here. Awesome. It's just like with any other hand saw, you know, you just have to let the saw do the work and find a spot where you can actually keep everything together. I probably have a couple of good spots here, but really no sawhorses, which is not something you're going to find in nature anyway. All right, one more? Okay, one more. Now, this stuff is pretty waterlogged, it's been around for a while, so you're not going to want to use this, but for this purposes of demonstration, works like a charm. Okay, some closing thoughts. All right, feels good in the hand, well constructed. I mentioned that. You've seen it in action a couple times now. Well, exactly 3. The initial test, I love it. I love the cam lock design, that's pretty cool. This is nice and tense, but easy to put together. Again, I'll make that look like an art as I use this more throughout the camping season. We're just at around the end of March, so only the diehards are out camping. We're not quite there yet for this, but this is going to be a piece of my arsenal for sure. This is going to see a lot of action over the summer, and you know what, I'll be sure to keep you guys posted on what I think and how it bears up. But yeah, it's light, it fits into that bag So it just fit right in one of the side pocket and rode shotgun in my camera bag and my adventure bag. So this is definitely going to be an essential part of my kit. Again, it's the Firewurx beta tested 21-inch cam lock bush saw, and it's certified, and I will continue to certify it throughout the camping season. All right, dads, if you're looking for something from a local artisan here based out in Kamloops here, that is a guy into bushcraft, making stuff for guys and gals into bushcraft, this is what you're gonna want. Okay, anyways, it is time for me to get to that nature footage that I promised you as a reward for sticking around. I'm going to try and have less helicopters, planes, and trains in it. So, it's a beautiful day. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, as promised, a little bit of nature footage. As nature as it is, we go near like 10 minutes out of town. Not even, but this is Cooney Bay, right here in Kamloops, BC. That's Battle Bluff right there, and we are on beautiful Kamloops Lake at Tronquil Creek. Behind us is Padova City. Across the way is the Canadian Pacific Railway, and that way is the currently, for like maybe 5 minutes, unoccupied Canadian National. So if you're looking for raw, untamed wilderness, this is not the video for you, but this is a great spot to get away. Come dip the rod, bring your kids, bring your dog, maybe have a little weedy roast. That's what this space is used for. It's a little rough to get in, and the city keeps it that way on purpose, so you have to be dedicated. But you know what, this is a beautiful spot. There's gold panning. I'll show you that spot in a later video, just around the way on this creek. You know what, great spot, easy to get to, and if you're in Kamloops, don't be afraid to come on out to Cooney Bay. It'll be worth your while. Cheers. Couple things I should mention here is the disassembly is just about as easy as the assembly. So because we've got the little cam pin here, all we do is kind of back that one off, slide the cam pin back, take this apart, do this, take the cross member out, and then you're going to want to fold it back. This sometimes can be tricky, but one of the things I wanted to point out is that you've got the little pins here, the lock pins, to keep the blade in. So whenever you need to change the blade, and there is a variety of different blades that you can use here. Jeremy's got a stock one here, but you know what, you can have something for hardwood too. This will work in most of your circumstances, but if you need replacements, and you will occasionally, this is how you do it. You just unlock these, take out the blade, and again, repeat. So here's the part. To take this apart, we slide that in like that, and we get it together like this. Again, this can be the tricky part, and there you go. And this just slides into the bag. I'll rebag it. As opposed to the unbagging, we're going to have the rebagging part of the video, which is my least favorite because it means that the adventure is kind of over. We have a magical moment without helicopters, trains, or planes. So filming is awesome. Okay, there it is. I'm going to put it back in my adventure bag, and we got to scram.